Scare him off.
I'll let that guy be. He looks like he's taking a nap.
Yeah.
So stoic.
Full wide again?
Full wide. Roger that.
There's another fish swimming around right in front of us.
Yeah, zoom in on that.
Can I steal your bubble cam?
Go
Scott?
for it. Yep, go for it.
Hello.
Ooh, he's a cool looking
Little
guy.
rat tail.
It's
Wow.
a baby rat.
Oh,
I'm a ratlet.
so shiny.
Very pretty.
He's too quick for me.
He's too quick for the zoom too. Oh, there you go.
There's another big sea cucumber.
Oh yeah.
There's
Yeah,
another
can
one,
you
on,
just-
big one on the right.
Oh yeah, it's
Super
I think
long.
It's definitely a sea cucumber.
And then a fish right behind it. To the right of it.
Is that a fish? It looks like a
Looks-
stick to me.
Nope. Sorry.
No.
A little 2 o'clock, 1
Go ahead
o'clock.
and-
Okay,
Zoom in on that.
gotcha.
Oh, what is that?
Shrimp.
He's moving.
That's a shrimp and a
it's
sea
a
Oh, it's a
cucumber.
shrimpy. Checking out. Just
Maybe. Seemed a little less translucent.
Seeing a lot more organisms.
Absolutely.
so exciting.
Everybody, thanks for joining us all over. This is a relatively shallow dive for us comparative to what you're probably used to seeing. But we are just about 700 meters deep and traveling up this little ridge. And since we're quite a bit shallower, we're seeing a whole lot more life. We're going to continue to survey geologic and biologic samples and see what we see. Like a sea cucumber, it looks like in the middle of the screen.
Mm-hmm.
Testing 1, 2, 3. Okay, cool.
Gotcha, Peyton.
We've got you.
Sorry, just setting my volume for talkback, so how loud I sound to myself.
Zoom in on that, Anthony.
Cool.
Another sea cucumber. Oh, that looks a lot like the fellow we saw earlier.
The big lumpy one.
Yeah, I'm still sticking by my guns and saying that was probably a gastropod or a sea slug of some sort, just because of the antennae. You
This
normally
one-
don't see
This
those
one seems
on.
kind of like a
Yeah.
cucumber.
This one doesn't seem to have any antennae.
Yeah.
There's another little shrimp on the ground too.
Thanks for writing in, our new viewer. I'm glad that you're just as addicted to ocean exploration as we are. Keep tuning in.
Zoom in on that mid-water creature there.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
It's like I don't think it's a tenophore, but
Hello.
Ooh. Not sure what that guy is.
maybe some
Well-
sort of cell.
Maybe.
Oh, there you can see him a little better.
Doesn't look like it's moving.
I don't know what that is. Keep sending in those questions as we continue to explore. No one's ever conducted a dive like this in this area, so you're seeing this area and these organisms for the first time, just like us.
Oh yeah. Okay to reset.
Is that something on the left side, on the
Good
floor
tell.
there?
Yeah, I'm
Like a
gonna
lobster?
approach
Yeah,
it here.
Looks
large.
like it's got...
Zoom in on that, Anthony. Yeah, there's a lobster.
Oh, look at that.
Hey.
Wow.
Look at him stick his pleopods out to the side.
Look at how
Yeah.
long his antennae
Yeah,
are.
they're really
Very
long.
long. His body almost looks completely transparent too. Very cool.
Yes.
He's swimming around in the current going by.
I can't really.
Oh, okay. I see. Never mind. You want to just restart it?
Professional field.
Give it a kick.
Oh, I haven't told you my. Oh, I haven't told you my engineering joke yet, have I?
Uh-oh.
Here we go. Yes. Okay. This is what I'm about to do, basically. So you got 4 engineers, and they all get in a car, and the car won't start. So you've got a chemical engineer, an electrical engineer, a mechanical engineer, and a computer engineer, or an IT guy. So the mechanical engineer is like, oh, it's the starter. The starter's bad. We need to replace the starter. The chemical engineer is like, oh, it's bad fuel. Somebody put diesel in the gas engine. We need to pump the fuel out and get gas in. And the electrical engineer is like, oh, it's a dead battery. Battery won't start. And the IT guy or the computer engineer goes, why don't we all get out and then get back in again?
What's that dark thing in the center of the screen?
Oh yeah, can we get a
So-
zoom in on that?
Zoom
Yep.
in.
Back in that car right now.
I can't tell if it's...
It's a leaf.
Yeah, it almost looks like a leaf.
That looks like a leaf.
It is a leaf.
It is a leaf.
We need to leave it
I
alone.
appreciated it.
I like what you did there, Brian.
Island is leafless.
Respect.
Still not happy.
Oh, there's something ahead.
Can I see that pad thing?
Oh yeah, I don't know how to. Yeah,
Or maybe it's
there you
a
go.
What is that?
That's as far as it's gonna go.
I don't know that it's anything. Can you get a zoom in?
Yep. He's gonna go down a little bit.
So
World's skinniest anemone.
And another shrimp. What are
what
we?
that could be.
I think somebody just had the gain turned up really high. Oh, some
Kinda
pair
wondering
of
about
shrimp
that.
along the way.
Oh, there he is.
So Hannah, we have a question coming in about, have you been able to see or notice or understand any effect that climate change has had on the marine life in this
Yeah.
area?
Not in particularly in this area. So one thing, in order to have a comparison, you need to have some sort of baseline. So this is our first dive in this general area, so we don't have anything to base it off of to know if there's been any direct changes. So now that we'll have the data and observations from this dive in future, we'll be able to see if there's been any changes moving forward. But in particularly here, I can't really say.
Zoom in on that.
And there's a fish behind it.
Where's that? Oh, behind the
Look at him
anemone?
swim.
No, up there.
Oh, up top. There
Oh,
looks
the
like there's
behind the
something
anemone?
in that. Yeah, what's behind the anemone?
Oh, another
Oh, I
leaf?
think it's a leaf.
These leaves.
It actually looks like a Barringtonia asiatica leaf. I happen to know that.
Oh,
Very
a
specific.
fish is coming to check us out.
Hello.
It's another one of those iridescent rat tails.
So shiny.
Oh, there he goes.
Ooh, makes your little
And
dizzy.
another urchin.
You want to zoom in on that urchin?
I'm almost thinking maybe we do a transect. It's not a whole lot, but relatively speaking, there's, I think, more than we saw on some of the other dives.
Yeah, a lot more.
Yeah. So let's see.
Oh, he's got a cool hairstyle.
Nice.
He does have a crazy hairstyle there.
Yeah.
I think it's called
These
the
ones
wave.
look like they have very short spines and very, very long tube feet.
Full wide.
We have a viewer asking if we know what the O2 saturation at this depth is.
Ooh.
Do we have any measurements on that?
I think we do.
Wonder what?
There's oxygen.
Nav, could we do a fish transect, slow down a little so we can do a 100-meter transect with the still images as well, please?
Roger that.
We'll go ahead and do one,
Let's go
see
down
if
to
we...
point 2. I'm just trying to keep up with Argus.
Another
There's
shiny
another
rat tail.
fish.
Oh, there's another little fish,
Yeah.
rat tail.
Do we have any idea what's causing, like, why are there are a bunch of these, like, little pocks in the sand?
SOG.
Burrows?
Burrows, yeah, it's like something, it's got to be from something.
Yeah, they could be from different, like, polychaete worms or something.
Mm.
They disturb the bottom, kind of
All right, this
push
is gonna
out their
be
sand when they feed.
Okay.
Could be what
Bring
it
up the
is.
cameras and start
That
taking
makes sense.
pictures.
All right, let me know as soon as you guys are starting.
You have eyes on what that dark thing
I'm
is?
going to boot up the cameras.
Okay.
And we'll just stay on, I guess, are we on, I can't tell if we're really on top of the ridge. I guess we are. It looks like it, right? I can't.
For the most part.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
we're pretty much right on top.
Yep.
Yeah, these maps are pretty spot on.
Yeah, so let's just go on a straight
All
trajectory
right, this
on
is
the
gonna
ridge.
be
Is that a
this
sea
is gonna be
star?
fish and benthic
Starfish.
transect number 1 for this dive.
And then let us know when you guys are ready to start.
Yeah, she's firing up the cameras right now.
Awesome.
And our start depth is going to be 700, actually 11 meters.
So we don't anticipate seeing any World War II wrecks or submarines on this dive, but I guess you never know.
You never know.
You never know.
Never
And
know.
if we were to see one, I'm sure we would consult and follow whatever protocol to be able to investigate. But no reports of any in this area, so we should be good.
Maybe we'll get more than 2 fish in this transect.
Fins crossed.
I
Fingers crossed.
feel like we've already seen more in the first half hour of our shift
Yeah.
than a whole shift previously.
Some large dark thing coming up at our 12 o'clock.
Oh yeah, look at that. Huh.
You're a rock with an anemone?
There's 2 of them.
Almost. I see one.
Looks like a Venus flytrap anemone.
That's so cool.
Oh, yeah, maybe it is. I can't tell still.
We're gonna go ahead and zoom in.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, we got some life here. Good spot to start a transect.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, we're still getting
Venus
those cameras
flytrap.
fired
Oh,
up.
there's a small polyp.
Yeah,
next
no
to it.
worries.
There's a coral there?
Very cool.
Oh,
That looks like another octocoral to me, right, Hana?
yep.
Very neat.
Some big polyps on that octocoral. Wow.
Ooh, more anemone.
Ooh, there's some more. There's more up to
Oh,
the
this would be
left,
such a
too.
good spot to start.
We'll get the transect started soon.
Yeah.
Oh, something on the top left.
Peyton's
Looks like
chomping
another
at
one of
the bit.
those,
Yeah.
yeah, sort of mucus-like gelatinous orbs. Not too sure what those guys are.
So if we were to continue following this ridge, we would eventually get to the island. That's where technically we're heading towards now, but we are not going to go that shallow. Oh, there's a big shrimp right
Ooh,
there.
there is a big shrimp
Ooh.
crab thing.
Where?
Look at it go.
Oh, right there on the
On the
right.
3 o'clock.
It almost looks like it's
Hey.
crawling on
Looks
the
like a
camera, but
spider
it's
crab.
not.
It's just walking up
It's
the
walking
water.
on the water there.
Whoa.
What?
What are you doing?
Wow, those long legs.
What in the world?
Is that a?
I'll try to find out
That
what
almost
that
looks
is.
like a sea spider to me. It doesn't have the same like central body, but
It's just swimming with
It's a
his
ship.
butt
Yeah.
towards the
Variation
surface.
Huh.
Let's see if we can ID.
Full wide again.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I gotta move forward.
So this transect, for our viewer asking, is essentially we're just going across this 100-meter space, and we are trying to, looks like a starfish down there, count and categorize both the benthic, so the seafloor, and the fish and other organisms living within it. It's kind of like taking a mini survey.
There's some more sea anemones. Is that a sponge on the far right?
Gotta go ahead and zoom in.
As soon as we said we were seeing fish, they stopped coming.
I think it's another anemone
Yeah.
that's tentacles in.
Well, there's a fish on the right. It's another one of those small rat tails.
Yeah.
Pretty anemones.
What is that on the bottom right?
I didn't see it.
Maybe.
The one that
There's
didn't, that was like a white
Another
stalk.
small
I think it
rat
was just
tail
an
up to 3
anemone
o'clock.
with its tentacles in.
Mm, okay.
Yeah, the base of them are white, so I'm pretty sure it was just an anemone. At first I thought it was a sponge rolling further away.
fish right there.
Mm-hmm.
This one's a bit bigger. It looks like another rat tail. Looks like another one of those stationary fish at our 9 o'clock as well. That's 4 fish so far on this transect. I think that's a record.
Yeah.
Oh, geez.
Details.
Another fish in the center.
Is that another one of those sitting on the
Yeah.
floor here?
What are we?
Is it staying still?
Ah, it's gonna go away.
Another urchin.
Those dark colors you're seeing on the rocks is actually manganese. So manganese coats most of the deep water surfaces right here because over time it precipitates out and attaches to the rocks. You don't really see it on the sand or the sediment on the bottom. Is that a leaf in center screen?
Hmm.
Yep.
We got a squall out there?
It might.
It doesn't look like it's raining.
I'll call the lounge. Yes.
Hannah, we have a question coming in about if there are any unique marine species that only live in this region of Samoa and American Samoa.
That's a great question, Brian.
Thank you.
I don't know the answer to that.
All right, Chris is on his way up.
Brian?
Yes.
Hi. Sorry, I didn't hear the question.
Oh,
Can
no
you
worries.
say that again?
Viewers asking if there are any marine species that are unique to Samoa and American Samoa.
It's a good question.
I only know of our Pololo, the
yeah,
polychaete.
the Pololo worm, but that lives in shallower waters. As far as deep sea species, I'm not sure. I can't say, but I can try to find some more info and get back to you on that.
What, for the viewers who've never seen the Pololo worm, and for myself never seen the Pololo worm, what does that look like?
Oh, it's super interesting, actually. It only comes out once a year, maybe twice a year if you're
Really?
lucky. And it's actually how would you describe it? It's like
It's a polychaete worm. It's quite like thin and long. I don't know how big.
brownish, greenish. It can be about like 15 centimeters long, very thin. And it's actually just the, what is it? They're like casing?
Epitoke.
The epitoke, yeah. So it's the epitoke that comes out once a year, and that is actually a delicacy in American Samoa and Samoa.
Huh.
And it comes out of, we believe, it's very little is known about it. But it is, I think it lives in the corals, but again, it happens only at like 1 a.m. or 3 a.m. Very difficult to observe.
So they spawn once a year, and it's usually in September,
October, November.
October, November. So, and a lot of marine species will do what's called a split spawn. So they spawn once a year, but some colonies of coral or some worms, such as these polychaete worms, these pololo, will spawn, say, in October. Some will spawn, and then in November, say the other half that didn't spawn the previous month will spawn, or they spawn a little in October and then a little in November. And then occasionally, there's a lot of environmental factors that come into play with that: the moon, the tides, and temperature and other things. And so depending on what the environmental conditions are, can kind of, it steers when they're going to spawn. But usually you can somewhat predict that based on previous years. And I know the local Samoans, they're pretty good at whatever their cues are that they look at and kind of narrowing it down. And they're a delicacy in Samoa, and they're a very prized piece of food. They can go for a lot of money. If you catch a big cooler, you'll get a good extra chunk of change in your pocket once you sell them all.
Have you ever tasted one?
Yes. I have, yeah.
Did you like it?
Thoughts? Doesn't sound like you're a fan.
Thank
you.
you.
I personally like it. It is an acquired taste. For first timers,
I've only tried it once.
Interesting, especially because when you grab it out of the water, you can eat it raw. And actually, that's one of the best ways to eat it.
I think that's the preferred way people like to eat it raw.
But the other ways, you can put it on toast with butter.
So that's how I had
eggs.
it. I had it with scrambled eggs and avocado on a piece of toast.
Can we get a focus on what's in Argus
and
Cam?
it tasted okay. It was a little too fishy for me, but it was my first time, and as Neural said, and I've heard from others, it's an acquired taste. So let's see, maybe this year I'll take to it more. We'll see. We'll see.
It's a very unique taste.
Siphonophore.
Nothing like it for sure.
And I would say there's definitely hot spots around at least 2 lower.
Yep.
There's higher concentration that spawn.
Yep.
And
I
think it also varies. Like last year, it was close to town, Alanga area. Previous years, it's usually around the airport. So it can vary.
Interesting.
Never knew. Thanks for sharing.
Yeah.
It's definitely a big, unique thing to American Samoa. I don't know, do they do it in any other neighboring islands?
They do it in Samoa for sure. I'm not sure about like Tonga. I think they have something similar, but different. I don't know. I can't say for sure.
Very precise.
Yeah. I'll have to look into it.
I think so far we're on 5 fish on this transect.
We haven't actually started yet.
Oh.
We're still trying to get
I've been counting for nothing.
On the Brian log.
Well, thank you. On the Brian log.
I know, getting all the way up to 5, it's tough for me.
That's a record. Yeah, once we get we're having some technical difficulties with the cameras, and once we get that up and running, we'll officially start the transect.
And what comes after 5?
Let me think about it.
You're going to have to start over, Brian. Sorry.
What is that large white thing?
Is that a fish?
I'm going to guess a cucumber, but I can't tell.
It's a big old cucumber.
I'm going to go ahead and zoom in.
Is it another one of those pillowy creatures?
Looks like a big tongue.
Yeah, it's hard to tell.
Also looks kind of like a banana.
Like a peeled banana?
Like the banana peel. You know, look at that shape. Oh, interesting.
I think oh yeah, on the one section where you can kind of see the mouth parts, I'm going to guess that is going to be a sea cucumber.
Let's find out. Oh.
Slurp it.
So we're diving just off the island of Tau, and Ta'u is actually part of our National Marine Sanctuary. We're not currently doing a dive within sanctuary boundaries, but we're pretty close. Fun little fact about the sanctuary management area in Ta'u, there's the largest coral that's known to man that resides off of here. And
that's cool.
the common name they call her is Big Mama. It's
Big
a large
Mama.
Porides massive species. She's 21 meters in circumference.
What?
And about 7.5 in height.
And that's just the documented one, and that's like
Wow.
near shore.
What depth is it at
It's
in the
like
sea
50
floor?
feet.
It's only 50 feet deep?
I think it's about 50 deep.
Wow.
And
That's
yeah, you can see
diveable.
it on snorkel.
Oh, neat.
But yeah, this is actually the one that's most well documented. There's another one that has been observed more recently in the last couple of years by a friend at the National Marine Sanctuary, actually, Dr. Marika Sudek, and they call him Big Papa because he's actually quite a bit larger than Big Mama. But they're still doing some studies. They're gonna have to go back, I think, later on in the year with the National Park and the American Samoa Department of Marine and Wildlife Resources to check it out.
Cool.
Yeah.
And where is that in relation to where we are now? Is it?
So if we are on the back side. I actually don't know exactly where we are. I haven't turned around a little bit from yesterday. But it would be on the right side, I believe, of Ta'u.
Cool. Have you snorkeled it?
Pardon?
Have you like snorkeled it or dove on it?
No, not yet. No,
Not
I'm
yet.
hoping to go with the sanctuaries when
Awesome.
they do that study.
Great question about the question about does depth always relate to the size of the fish? I believe the answer to that is no.
This is correct. It does not. It is not related. Nope. Not at all.
It is pretty peculiar that a lot of deep sea things.
Difference. I'm not a fish expert, but I do know that deep sea fish, some that live very deep, like anglerfish, they don't really have per se like a hard bone structure like fish in the shallower waters because of the high pressure. So they're more, I guess it's more like a hard cartilage. Don't quote me on that, but the little that I know, that's what I remember off the top of my head from the literature. But as far as size, it definitely doesn't have to do with depth. I'm not sure what plays more of a role in deep seas, fish specifically as far as size. I'm not exactly sure. Might have something to do with how much energy they expend based on their diets. So if it's a larger fish, they're going to need more energy, but if their food source is less sparse, then they may not be able to maintain the diet needed to maintain their larger body size.
Thanks for that answer. So, Diana from England, thanks for writing in. Yeah, those things that you see right around the sea cucumber, as it continues to go around, it consumes essentially the sediment and sand and excretes it back out the other side after having digested any microbial or mycofauna that might be in
Yeah,
it.
or detritus, basically any organic matter, it's just digesting out of the sand. Most sea cucumbers use sticky pads located at the front of the mouth to then sort of like ingest. They're basically like grabbing and ingesting sand. And you can sometimes tell sea cucumber castings on the sea floor because they'll actually leave like these their poop is basically just clean sand, sometimes kind of extruded in like almost like thick sand noodles.
Totally looks like thick sand noodles. That's a
Right.
good way to describe it. It's almost like a spaghetti noodle
Yeah, just
wrapped
really
up into a little
thick and
mound.
made out of
You could stick your hand in it, it just kind of dissipates. But if you don't
Yeah.
touch it, I guess it's almost got like a, not like a clear covering, but like a mucus, which is how it gets that round shape as it poops it out.
Yeah, and there are some sea cucumbers, especially down deeper, where you can actually see into them because they're transparent. So you can see their like digestive tract. On our last expedition, searching for the Samoan clipper, we found a lot of pelagic sea cucumbers that had visible like digestive tracts in them, and that was really cool.
Hi Peyton, we've had somebody who's wrote in said they really enjoy your travel logs.
Thank you. I'm trying to get some more done, but we're also in the middle of sort of like diving on and off, so we've been a lot more busy, but also a lot more exciting things going on.
Here's your shrimp, Peyton.
I've taken several screen grabs of the shrimp. Kind of reminds me of a long-nosed shrimp from freshwater. I'm gonna see if I can do an ID.
Behind it.
Oh, really?
Is it a?
Are they friends?
What's on the right?
On the right. Can we,
Oh, there's another shrimp on the bottom left.
can we move the camera, yeah, a little to the left? What's
Sea
that?
cucumber?
I'm sorry, I meant right. What's that like oval looking thing? Yeah, let's see what that is. I don't know if it is anything.
Scott, you're not an SPL.
Maybe a sea cucumber? Blends in really
Very
well.
camouflage.
Is that a rock or just a sea cucumber
Is that
covered in
another
dust?
one of
It's a sea
the...
cucumber. You can see it, some sand poop coming out of it.
Oh, yeah.
Sand
there
poop.
is. I think it's a sea cucumber. Wow, very camouflage.
Is it dusty?
Is it dusty?
Well, covered in sand?
It's spooping.
Sorry.
Oh, thank you for that
That's
nice zoom.
beautiful.
Of course.
Nice zoom in.
Howdy.
Good tiny little something
Maybe
around
if we'll
it.
get lucky, we'll see some poop coming out.
So we started the fish transect, or are we still waiting?
We're still waiting.
Still getting the technical things figured
There's a little
out.
fish on the bottom right.
Yeah,
Oh, hello.
lots of those fish.
Hmm.
8.5.
Oh, I just realized we moved up a little bit.
Yeah, makes sense. Yeah.
Let's see, we're at 673 meters deep.
Keep sending in those questions, folks. Thanks for tuning in.
Where do we have viewers from, Brian?
Oh, let's take a look. US, UK, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, Netherlands, Spain, Sweden, Puerto Rico, Poland, Norway, Mexico, Luxembourg, that's a new one, Japan, Israel, Finland, Germany, Brazil, Belgium, and American Samoa.
Wow.
Nice.
Quite the spread across the
Does
world.
it show American Samoa separately from the U.S.?
Yep.
That's cool.
What about
Nice.
independent Samoa? I assume it does as well.
I don't know.
It should, yeah, its own country.
Yeah,
I
I,
don't-
would imagine.
I don't think we've had any viewers from there.
Oh,
tune
really?
in.
We got to get them to tune
Or
in.
if they're tuning in and they're being categorized under something else.
There looks like there's an something right in the center there too. Two things.
Yeah.
Or
First one
stretched.
maybe a coral.
In the center? Dead center right now?
Yeah, there's two objects.
Oh,
It just tells
something looks
you-
a little red.
The IP addresses is what
What's
it does?
that floating
Reason.
down?
There is
Something's floating
a
around.
Jelly, I
flag
think.
A jelly?
Okay.
in the country,
Yeah.
and it says the number of how many.
Probably from like IP address,
That's my guess.
I guess.
Yeah,
And then
that'd
there's
be
a
my guess,
map, and
too.
then there's a bunch of little dots showing me where they're from.
Is the ship stopped?
Ooh, what's
there's
that?
something.
Yeah. Looks like the ship's having a little bit of difficult time.
Yeah.
Are we getting pulled up or no?
What do you think that is, Peyton?
Looks like a worm.
A worm.
Is the weather just picking up a little bit?
Might be. I feel the boat rocking. It's making me.
Oh, yeah, the wind did just go up. It was at 14, now it's at 24.
Oh wow.
Uh-huh.
There was
Whew.
a lot of wind and waves
I
last
literally
night.
just checked that too.
Wow. That picked up quick.
Yeah.
I wonder if we're becoming more exposed, getting closer to the island. The wind's coming around the
Leaf.
north end.
Leaf.
Leaf.
So since we're waiting to begin our transect, are there any samples or anything like that that you see or anything that you want to recover?
We potentially will get, let's see, what do we have on our list? We had requests for sea pens.
This is a good place
I
for sea
mean-
pens.
Yeah, this is true. Maybe we could get some. I don't think we've gotten any on the last
I don't think we've seen
dive.
any photo, like
Or
on
haven't-
camera.
Yeah.
This is definitely the right kind of environment.
Let's see, and then we have some Gorgonians, representative rocks, which we haven't really seen many rocks.
Yeah, not a lot.
And then someone's requested 5 species of any organism, as long as we can find a cluster of 5 of them.
Ooh, interesting.
So they all need to be right next to each other?
Shrimp.
They actually didn't specify, it just says
Oh man, that'd
5
be so cool.
per species of
It'd be
one
so hard to
organism.
Slurp
So we
them
could-
all.
So
I
I
know.
assume they want them
like
in close proximity if we
any
drop in.
organism?
Yeah.
Just any. as
Yeah,
long
they
as
just
it's
said
fine.
organism, so.
It looks like there's a couple shrimp right down there. but I
And
don't-
then we got
Time to snatch it.
Gotta slurp them all.
Yeah.
any invertebrates
on
or
this-
any other organisms that
Well,
can be
yeah,
as
so
small as
also-
1 millimeter in size.
I think it's going to be hard to slurp shrimp because they have, like, they're very, very easy to, or they're very
They're quick.
wily. Yeah, they have that little, their back tail, their uropod, they can just flip that right under them and then scooch backwards
escape
really fast.
artists.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm sure they're hard to catch. I've never tried to catch one.
Let's bring
I
back a bunch of sea cucumbers.
speak from personal
Sea
experience.
Sea
We-
cucumber salad.
Oh, no.
We don't have a whole lot of ethanol, so
Actually,
something to keep in
I think
mind.
that people in American Samoa would have sea cucumber salad. I know.
yeah, I
They
think
do
some
eat
people
sea
do
cucumbers.
Oh, that's a thing?
Yeah,
Oh, man.
Yeah, I was like, wait a second, that
Here I
doesn't
am.
sound
Have you had
too wild.
that?
they also eat sea
Now you'll have
cucumbers
to
in
try
East
it.
Asian countries. I believe it's
Yeah.
like boiled or braised or something.
I think I've
It's
heard
very,
of
never
it being
had it.
boiled.
Rubbery, kind of.
Yeah.
It's like, okay.
It's
I've
just
heard
like-
of people making soups. I think in
Yeah,
Alaska
yeah.
they do that. And they'll also get chitons
Oh, really?
and kind of boil them, I
Another
guess.
sea cucumber? Or is that the same one
Yeah,
from
it's
earlier?
interesting.
The camouflagey one?
I guess you can pretty much eat anything, at least as long as it's not going to be poisonous to the body.
Yeah.
I guess you could still technically eat it. It's whether you should.
Oh, my friend. So I learned this from my friend.
Or if you can
Um,
handle eating it.
Yes. Having
another
2
sea
young children.
cucumber.
Oh,
Other
maybe.
And then
things
another,
they
I
think
think,
are
I
food.
think we have 5 here.
Oh, can we get a zoom in
1,
the
2,
lower
3.
middle?
I saw maybe a 4th up there.
There's
What is it
one,
that you're seeing?
Yeah,
Two.
1 and then 2.
3.
And then there was one up
Oh, the
there.
like, light tan one.
I wish I had like a ruler to.
Yeah.
I see
Can
at
we get the
least-
lasers on, please?
Is this an
Yeah,
octocoral?
I got lasers.
I see at least 3 sea cucumbers
You
in the
got
screen.
lasers.
No.
Oh, there's
is
one right
an
there
anemone.
actually, right next to this little octocoral.
Is that one?
I don't know, is it? It's so tiny.
It looks like some spoop.
Oh, okay, well, yeah.
It's A real nice
Or a
There's
rock.
a very pretty anemone.
anemone, yeah.
Gorge.
Pretty colors.
Is that a sponge?
That would be a. That would be an anemone. I think you might be right.
No, on the
Morel.
right-hand side.
Yeah, on the right-hand side, I think that might be a sea cucumber.
Oh,
It's kind of hard to tell, though.
Really?
it kind of looks like it, but
But it looks like
It kind of looks like a rock, too.
It kind of looks like sand that got compacted and then
Clumped,
is falling
yeah.
apart. Yeah.
there's great questions coming about what we do when the RV, when the weather turns bad. We keep tabs on the weather ahead
oh,
of
what's
time.
to the left, to the lower left of that
Oh,
anemone?
yeah. That yellowish
Uh,
speck
go down, go straight, yeah,
right there to the left.
a little further
Oh,
down.
yeah.
It's kind of
That
like a cloud.
small
See
yellow.
right there?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm looking like dead center,
Oh.
a little down from the screen.
Like 9 o'clock.
Oh, what do you? Oh, this.
I'm yeah, like 6.
Looks like it's moving.
Is that anything? It's just a dark patch of sand.
We're looking at different
Looks
things.
like a dark patch.
I think it's just a dark patch of sand. For a second, it looked like something
But there's that
gelatinous.
yellow thing on the
All right, let's see.
top
What is
left.
this yellow thing? Not sure what that is.
Maybe a shell?
All right.
I got to get going. The
Yep.
ship's kind of worked itself out. And
Oh.
it's
No
actually
problem.
moving
Full wide.
now.
Let's go.
So we monitor the weather, and if the weather's going to turn bad, we definitely pull the ROVs up beforehand. We have to plan out in
Sea
advance because
cucumber.
it takes
Sea
I think that might be
cucumber.
another.
a good chunk of time to get the
Sea
ROVs
cucumber.
up, depending on
Yeah.
the depth.
It's a lot of them.
It'll be hard to preserve those guys because they need a lot of ethanol.
They're pretty chunky.
Yeah. So
Chunky monkeys.
preferably
So annoying.
avoid
I can relate.
Sea
slurping
cucumber.
5 of them.
So many.
That would take a lot of ethanol.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and
Yeah.
then some.
Are limited.
It might be nice to slurp one to get an idea of what species it is, but we'll see.
Maybe if we see a like smaller guy.
Is a group of sea cucumbers called a patch?
Ooh.
I don't have my
know.
book.
Oh, Summer.
Well, Brian has an interweb at his fingertips.
Searching.
Commencing search.
Yeah, we need a pretty small one to slurp it. We don't want to get
Yeah.
stuck in our
Oh
hose.
yeah.
That would be
That
good.
would not be good.
You could probably grab it too, right? Or would it be hard because it's so soft?
We'd squish it.
Yeah, it might be a little difficult.
Oh yeah, and it might drift out of the bio box.
You need a scooper.
Do we have a scoop? We don't have a scoop on, do we?
Yeah, we don't have a scoop on.
No scoop.
What's
There's
that?
something floating in the little shrimp.
Ooh, cute.
This can't be right.
What is it?
What?
Okay, no, never mind. Some people call sea cucumbers pickles, but I cannot yet find what you call a group of them.
Ah.
You don't really see them in
Maybe.
clusters. Usually just see them solo.
It looks a little ring.
Oh,
There's
there's
a
a
fish.
fish.
It's
Where
doing
is the
something.
fish?
Yeah, what's he doing?
Gotta
I wonder
zoom
if
in.
it's
Is
the
that-
same.
Is the one in the
Yeah, go
center
ahead, zoom in.
also a sea cucumber?
I think so.
Looks like.
Oh, there's a shrimp.
Oh, maybe he's
Oh,
eating.
Look at this little guy.
Can't, yeah. Trying to grab some. Oh,
I don't know what he's doing.
Can we try to suck up a shrimp, or is that just too hard?
Peyton
mean,
would
we
love
could
it.
I would
we
enjoy
could
that
try.
immensely.
I don't know.
That sea cucumber's huge.
Talking about the sea cucumber or the shrimp?
Oh, I was just commenting on both.
Okay.
I can't think of anything that we're going to be able to find 5 of in relatively close proximity,
I mean, that would be something like
unless we see like anemones.
anemones, but those are pretty,
Those are big as well.
yeah. Maybe if we see some types of like brittle stars, maybe or something. Those could be
Maybe.
in clusters.
Have we not slurped up a shrimp yet? Did the last dive we not do that?
I think they did it on 110. They definitely slurped a shrimp recently, but not on our last dives.
Gotcha.
on
Yeah,
this
it's
leg.
doable.
So many cucumbers.
Slurping shrimps.
How,
Slurp that shrimp.
what's the diameter of the hose?
What is it? 3 inches? 3 inches?
No,
4?
smaller than that.
Smaller?
Oh,
It's not that
I
big.
don't think we should chance trying to suck up a sea cucumber then.
Does
Ooh,
the
what's
sh-
that on the left?
Oh yeah, top left.
Is that 3 inches? Yeah.
Oh, what
Oh,
fish is
something
that?
on
I
the
think that's a
top
fish.
left.
Top left.
Yeah.
Top left.
Ah,
Yeah, can we get a zoom on
down.
that? Ooh.
That looks like
What
a
is that?
fish.
Let's go check it out.
All right, fine.
Thank you, Scott.
I'll make him pull this ROV over.
I will turn this ROV around. That
What
is
is that?
Like it.
that is a
Wow.
radfish. Can we suck it?
Oh,
yeah, let's slurp that.
Can we get some photos also without the
Lasers? Yeah.
lasers?
Yeah. Did you get some with the laser cam?
Yes.
Okay.
So go with lasers.
Yeah, I'm gonna sit down.
Cute.
Lasers are out.
Oh, is that a
Oh,
little lure
very
he has hanging out on top?
No, I think it's,
I don't
Look,
think so.
look in the back. You see it's
Oh,
raising up right
yeah.
now.
Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, I think so. Wow, it's pretty long actually.
There you go. You
Let's,
can zoom in on that.
let's get him.
Oh, he's.
Oh,
They're moving.
He's making a slow escape. Now's our
Oh
chance.
yeah, you're right. It does have a lure, a little Esca.
Oh.
Oh, hey, buddy. Oh, that's so cool.
Oh,
that's
is this
so
a?
cool.
I think that's a frogfish then.
Oh.
it does look a little like
Hey.
frogfish.
Hey, he's ready for his close-up.
He's smiling at
Saying
us.
cheese. It almost looks like he has a
Scott, are you
beard.
learning from this? This is how you properly display.
We're just showing off
Modeling.
now.
Oh, wow.
Just
a
a
natural
little,
model.
just a little QVC turn. Oh my gosh,
Awesome.
so cute.
Not shy
In
in front of the
place,
camera.
no.
Is
I
he
show you
just-
all my sides.
Is he displaying? Like, is this his way of
Maybe
saying,
he's-
like, hey, guys,
Threatened.
leave me
Yeah.
alone?
Or he's like, maybe he's like just trying to protect his territory.
I mean, he probably doesn't get much light, so the light's probably really confusing him.
Oh, it could be.
Is this the type of thing you would like to sample?
He's calibrating
Can we
his compass
sample him?
again.
I think he's a little
Which way
bit
is
too big
north?
to slurp.
Yeah, he's pretty.
Oh, yeah, you couldn't slurp him.
Oh, he's gorgeous.
Oh, we could totally slurp him.
So it's a, we think it's a frogfish?
I
We're doing okay.
think it looks like a frogfish,
Okay.
but a frogfish is also like a pretty big general term, and usually they're not vertically flattened.
That was awesome.
That was super
That
cool.
was
Hey,
awesome.
Scott.
Yo.
I'm gonna-
Thanks
I'm
for
gonna reset DVR.
zooming
That
into
was
that.
so cool. Showing off.
Did we
just for
start the
us.
transect?
No, still
Darn
not.
it.
Scott's having to cover some ground here. So we sat and looked at the fish.
It's doing pretty good.
Can't be wasting
Another fish
time
on the
fish.
left.
We can start heading a little more right.
Oh,
Whoa, what just floated in front of Argus?
whoa.
What was that?
Something
Something just floated in
translucent.
front of Argus.
I didn't
Biology.
see it.
There's an
I
alien.
saw that. I saw that.
You saw that,
clear
Peyton?
Globe-like ball,
Yeah.
gelatinous ball.
There's like 2 weird globes on it.
Yeah, it
They
was like-
see-through.
It was like lobed.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to look back at that.
Check the cameras. Consult the film.
Good idea. It's got another
That was
urchin.
cool.
Quick, write down the timestamp.
I just logged a note for it.
Of course you did. That's
That would
awesome.
be at 0004.
Yep. At about 38 seconds, in
Yeah.
case that's important.
Nice. I didn't get any grabs on that because it just happened so fast.
There, we can look at it. It's there.
I need like a button that I can just push. That's like grab button. That'd be so nice. Like just right in
Yeah.
front of me that I could just spam.
Quick,
That's
That's
so
a good
good.
idea.
quick, hit the button.
Whenever people are like,
Add
did
it
you catch
to
that?
your
I'll
wish
like
list.
just press it.
Add it to your wish
Panic.
list.
It's a good recommendation.
Couldn't be too hard, right?
I
No.
wouldn't think so.
Can never have too many pictures.
Absolutely.
I
This
should
is
talk
true.
to folks about getting a button.
Hey,
What do you have to do now? You have to select
We'll get right on it.
a couple buttons
Yeah, it's to go to the window, like in,
on
and
the
then
computer screen.
click grab on
Yeah.
either the Herc cam or the Argus cam.
But like, if I just had a button, I could
Yeah.
press.
Yeah,
Oh,
that
Are
was-
those a
amazing.
couple of urchins down there
I
that
would
we
be
might be
living
able
my
to
best
sample?
life.
Some small
Just
ones?
have it on your keyboard and you just like click, you
Yeah.
know.
The urchins, yeah, we could get. They're fragile though, so yeah, I'd worried we'd break their tests. But then again, one of the scientists that has requested them
Ocean?
just wants it for DNA. It just
Any
anything,
invertebrates.
anything
Yeah.
in general. It wasn't just
Hey, we have
invertebrates.
a
They were open to.
Awesome.
Woo!
Thank you, Chris.
Can I get a view of the folder when everything is rearranged nicely?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me know if we're going to start the transect.
Not out of the woods
You gonna
yet.
steal your bubbles, Scott?
Go for it.
We could scoot along the bottom and look for some hermit crabs. Can't think of anything else that would be small that we might find multiple of fairly easily.
There's another fish on the left toward the bottom.
It's another one of those small rat tails.
Right, yeah. Looks like it.
There we go. Very, very white.
I'm at 3.5 meters altitude.
Alrighty.
Ooh, feeling this motion.
I know.
It's getting a little rougher, it seems like.
Could I get the folder name, please, Nav?
Not yet.
Okay.
Not yet.
allowed.
Not yet.
We're
Wait
not
your
controlling
moment.
Maybe in
You'll
like,
get it. Be patient.
maybe like in a few more
This
minutes.
is just like cards. Lily, hooray!
And then Peyton takes 10 minutes himself.
Just a really aggressive game of rummy.
7 people. It's ridiculous.
It's kind of hard to play with 7 people.
It was
It
pretty
was
hard to
very
play.
hard.
What game was it you guys were playing?
Rummy?
Oh. The same one that you guys were teaching me yesterday, right?
It gets a little
No.
difficult with
Oh,
7.
different one.
Fish.
Fish?
Fish. Fish.
Fish.
Anemone.
Where fish?
Leaf.
Set. Okay. Peyton, it's up.
Awesome. One sec. Folder is going to be...
Something.
Should I get a new survey ID? Start a new one, or... Peyton, I'm gonna start a new one.
Ah.
Sorry.
Are you, though?
So this one will be 100 meters. All right, so at least on
Okay,
our
it's
watch,
this
I think
number,
we've had a
Peyton.
max of
Are you
2
sure?
fish.
Yes,
Or
I'm
was it
sure.
1.5 it got in the end.
190727_00838. Cool, we are logged. Are we going to start the...
Okay.
I'm ready.
Let us know, Lily, when
Right.
you're
Yeah, let's do it.
ready.
Yeah.
All right, starting
All
now.
right.
646.8.
Okay. Will do.
All right, everybody keep an eye out for some fish. Let me know if you see anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cucumbers.
It's about 4 images. I'm on that.
Good.
And the fish disappear as soon as we start.
Of course. Shoot. Oh,
there's one.
one in the middle. You had 5 on our pretend transect, Brian? Is that what it
Yep.
was? Your last count? Okay.
5 on the fake one.
Bummer.
So is that a little fast?
Would have been nice to. Oh, is that one on the left on the bottom? Or am I making it up?
Oh, yeah,
no,
right
yeah,
there.
I think it is.
Or is it a